YouTube, this is Mose Knows. I am Mose, and today we are continuing in our 32-team mock draft series. We're on episode 31, almost done. NFL draft is on Thursday, starting the 28th. We almost there. We headed to Cincinnati today in episode 31. We're going to mock 7 rounds for the Cincinnati Bengals. Team that had it, playing well in the Super Bowl, at a disadvantage because the team that they were playing had home field advantage, playing in their own stadium in the Super Bowl, and Cincinnati was giving it to them. But Rams adjusted. Bengals did not. Aaron Donald came up big. Offensive line let them down. And ultimately, Bengals come up short in the Super Bowl. Obviously, biggest area of weakness was that offensive line. We attacked that in free agency. Bringing over La'el Collins from the Cowboys. Bringing over Alex Cappa from the Buccaneers. Signing Ted Karras. That's a 3-year deal, a 4-year deal, and a 3-year deal. We've invested free agency dollars on that offensive line. Could that be an area where we still attack and try to find some depth? Absolutely. But this roster is pretty solid. We know we're good at quarterback. We know we're good at running back. We know we're good at wide receiver. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, probably one of the best 3-man rotation at wide receiver in the league. Again, La'el Collins at right tackle. We still have Jonah Williams. We got some depth on that offensive line, but we may still look to attack there. Defense is pretty solid. Sam Hubbard, Trey Hendrickson. They are a good edge duo. May want to look to upgrade the linebacker position for sure. Secondary, corner, maybe safety behind Von Bell or bringing competition for Von Bell. Linebacker, corner, safety will probably be our top priorities. Maybe some depth on the offensive line. At some point, will probably be best player available. So let's jump right in. We're going to select the Cincinnati Bengals. We want 7 rounds. And we want fast draft speed because we don't care what anybody else is doing. Now, all the stuff that's happening in front of us really doesn't matter, especially early on, because we're at 31. And I think we're a solid team in Cincinnati where we don't necessarily need to move up. I don't do drafts, don't do trades in these mock drafts just because a lot could happen. However, maybe if there's a player on the board that they like, they could move up and go snag. But I think at 31, with the way that this roster is constructed, I think they can stay put. So as you see, cornerback, safety, 2 top needs, interior offensive line, tight end, offensive tackle, edge, wide receiver, linebacker, interior O-line again, and interior defensive line. So we have some really good names here if we want to go interior offensive line. Yeah, we signed Ted Karras to a 3-year deal, but Tyler Linderbaum is sitting right there. Also, we have guard Kenyon Green from Texas A&M. I think you can definitely go offensive line with this pick, with a Linderbaum or with a Green. We got Lewis Seen. I think I've heard people pronounce it Sine. I think it's Seen. I have to look up the correct pronunciation of his last name. But we have Lewis Seen, safety from Georgia here. He's available. If we want interior defensive line, Perion Winfrey from Oklahoma is here. Safety, Jaquan Brisker is here. Linebacker, Nakobe Dean. Ooh. I honestly think I'm stuck between Nakobe Dean and Jaquan Brisker. I think with the free agent dollars that we put into the offensive line, I don't think it's necessary for us to take Linderbaum or Green here. I think we can, address offensive line with maybe a second round pick or a third round pick, even a fourth round pick. We can address it with one of the later round picks, day 2 or day 3. But Nakobe Dean will add a level of intensity from the linebacker position that this team hasn't seen in a while. Logan Wilson is okay. Jermaine Pratt is okay. But outside of that, no real linebackers on this team that you would be scared of. Jaquan Brisker, I think, would be a great option. You bring him in, he may sit behind Von Bell for a year, but then I think he supplants Von Bell, and you have Jesse Bates and Jaquan Brisker as your safeties in this defense. But I'm going to go Dean because I just think the secondary is okay. Their corners that they can get later. There's a drop off. I mean, you could go Christian Harris, but we're picking 31. So our next pick isn't probably until 63? Right. Harris will be gone by 63. So if you want a linebacker, you can either go Dean or Harris. But because of what he brings to a defense, I'm going to go Nakobe Dean at 31. It's because I love what he brings. He brings an element to the Cincinnati Bengals defense that they don't have at the linebacker core. Okay, back on the clock at 63. So we can still look at corner and safety. Let's go to the big board. Kenneth Walker, DeMarvin Leal, Leo Chenal, Logan Hall, David Bell are our top 5. John Mechie is still here, but again, we don't need a wide receiver. You could go edge, but again, we have Hubbard, we have Hendrickson. And I forgot we have Joseph Osai on this roster as well from the 2021 draft class. So that's an option. Let's take a look at corner. Cam Taylor, Britt, Alontae Taylor, Marcus Jones. Let's look at safety. Nick Cross from Maryland. I think that'd be a great pick right here. I know his rank has 101, so it looks like a reach, but Nick Cross is definitely going to go higher than 101. I could see him being towards the middle end of the second round. So if we wanted to go safety to shore up that need behind Von Bell and somebody who we can look to supplant Von Bell in the future, that definitely could be Nick Cross. So I'm going to go Nick Cross here. I think most of our needs are going to be on the defensive side of the ball, just to fill up and shore up some of those holes. We got linebacker, we got safety. I think at 95, we want to at least take a look at corner and see who we can bring in from that perspective. I love a guy like Martin Emerson from Mississippi State. I think he fits what we want to see on this defense. I think he can grow and become better than Eli Apple. Eli Apple is an interesting character because he talks a good game. Sometimes he back it up, sometimes he doesn't. But it doesn't seem like his confidence ever wavers. And if you talk about what you wanted a football player, I want somebody whose confidence doesn't waver. I want somebody who knows, I'm in the NFL. I'm playing against the best players to play this game every single week. So there might be times where I get beat. I'm a human. There's times I make mistakes. That ain't gonna stop me from talking my talk and playing this game. So that's why I respect Eli Apple, because he still talk his talk. He goes out there and plays the game. Of course, he may not be mentioned as a top 5, top 10, even a top 15 or top 20 corner, but he understands who he is and plays within his game. He makes mistakes. He makes plays. It's hit or miss, and you understand that with him. But I think with Martin Emerson, we can get a good one. So I'm going to go him here at 95. Let's go back to our big board. I think at this point now, for the rest of the draft, we took care of what I thought were our 3 major needs. Maybe we can look at another tight end, but we brought in Hayden Hurst, who I think could have, solid production in this offense. Drew Sample behind him. We still have Thaddeus Moss on this roster. Want to see what we can get out of him. So our top guys: Matt Ariza, punter from San Diego State; Michael Clemens, edge rusher from Texas A&M. Damon Pierce from Florida, running back. Terrell Bernard, linebacker from Baylor. And Isaiah Thomas, edge from Oklahoma. We could satisfy and get that interior help with somebody like Tyrese Robinson from Oklahoma. If we wanted to go tight end, Garrett Prince is here. Who else? From a tight end perspective, Garrett Prince, Jalen Watermeyer. Okay. Edge. You can always get edge help, 6'5", 270. Do I like Clemens or do I like Isaiah Thomas for this team? I think I might like Thomas a little bit better. As a rotational pass rusher, I think Isaiah Thomas from Oklahoma fits a little bit better. But we went defense. Do we want to go defense 4 straight picks, or do we want to add some depth and competition on the offensive side of the ball? I mean, I think you could look at wide receiver as well. Outside of Chase, Higgins, and Boyd, there's nobody really who scares you there. Mike Thomas, not that one. Trenton Irwin, Puka Williams, Stanley Morgan, and Trent Taylor. I can see them going like a Felix Jones Jr. or Bo Melton, bringing some speed. We know Chase is 1. We know Higgins is 2. We know Boyd is in the slot. I mean, with those 3 guys, I just find it hard for you to get playing time and even get targets. But I think you could bring in a Felix Jones or a Bo Melton to battle with Trent Taylor as that 4th wide receiver, but also in special teams. Because Trent Taylor is okay. I know Trent Taylor from the 49ers. He's all right. But maybe bring in a guy with a little bit more wiggle, a little bit more agility, a little bit more speed. So at 136, let's go Felix Jones Jr. I like that. He can battle for that 4th wide receiver position. He can always have the element of speed on the field, and he can also compete for reps on special teams. This way, if they didn't have Jamar Chase, at some point being able to get Justin Ross and pairing Justin Ross and T. Higgins back together again, oh man, that would have been amazing to see. That would have been really, really good to see. We could go interior offensive line at this point. Jalen Watermeyer is still here if we wanted to go tight end. Interior defensive line, Thomas Booker from Stanford could be a nice option here. 6'3", 301 as a rotational defensive tackle for us. But I actually like both Fortner and Chris Paul here. I think, yeah, based on who they have. And they still have Akeem Adeniji, Isaiah Prince, and Dante Smith. But Trey Hill is listed as the backup right guard and center. So we want to bring in somebody for that offensive line. And I'm going to go with Chris Paul from Tulsa. On the clock again at 2:09. Booker's gone, but Marquand Manuel, 6'3", 380. Yeah, so now he's Knows. We could go Neil Farrell from LSU if we wanted that, but he's also up there. But DJ Reader is one of the bigger guys too. But I feel like Farrell's going to be more of a attacking 4-3 scheme. No, okay, that's what yeah, we could go Farrell here. We could. Tight end. No, we already got our wide receiver. Running backs. I think we're good with mixing P. Ryan and Chris Evans. There would only be a battle for the fourth running back spot. So I don't think we go there. Yeah, give me some love on that defensive line. Neil Farrell Jr. from LSU. On the clock again at 2:26. And I think we satisfied a lot of our needs. If we want to look for an edge rush, we didn't grab an edge. We did not. Anybody on here I like? Maybe Deshaun Dixon from Norfolk State. Could go Big Cat. 6'5", 250. Could go Big Cat Bryant. Here in the 7th round. I think that would be a good developmental pick here at 226. Jeremiah Moon is an interesting one. He's 6'6", 250, but he's long and lean. It looks more like a linebacker, maybe an edge rusher in a 3-4 outside linebacker type fit, but he's crazy athletic. I would love to see him as honestly a middle linebacker and just let him roam over the middle. Myron Tagovailoa. Yeah, man, give me with the developmental guy. And let me see what we can do with him from UCLA. Give me Big Cat Bryant. Why not? Give me Big Cat Bryant and let him work with Sam Hubbard and Trey Hendrickson and see what he's able to do. And then 252. And go to best available. I mean, do we need a punter? We got the kicker. Drew Chrisman? Let's go Matt Ariza. Let's upgrade our special teams. Get a solid punter in here. That's gonna do it. Bengals don't need much. But I actually like this draft. 8 picks in all. First round pick 31. We go linebacker Nakobe Dean from Georgia. Nakobe Dean from Georgia. Immediate upgrade to that position group. Second round pick 63. We take safety Nick Cross from Maryland. At 95, we take cornerback Martin Emerson from Mississippi State. At 136, we take wide receiver Felix Jones Jr. from Tennessee. At 174, we take guard Chris Paul from Tulsa. At 209, we take defensive tackle Neil Farrell Jr. from LSU. At 226, we take edge rusher Big Cat Bryant from UCF. And at 252, we take punter Matt Ariza. Help on some special teams. That's going to do it for the Bengals. Bengals fans, tap in with me in the comment section. Let me know how I did. Let me know what you liked. Let me know what you didn't like. Let me know what you would do differently. Love interacting with you guys in the comment section as usual. This is your first time here at Mose Knows. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate your time and attention. You can connect with me on all of my social media pages: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I will have a link for all of those social media outlets in the description below. Do a couple things for me before you head out. Enjoy the rest of your day. 1, hit that thumbs up. Let me know you're enjoying the content. I greatly appreciate it. 2, become a part of the Mose Knows fam. Once you're family, I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. So hit that subscribe button. Take another 2 seconds. Hit that bell icon so that you get notified every time new content drops right here at Mose Knows. Love and appreciate y'all. And I'll see you in episode 32, the last one of the mock draft series this year. We're almost done. Catch you on episode 32. Peace.